Hi, how are you doing? You're welcome back to our channel. Um, this is another new year. This is 2026. A lot of things have happened on the internet, which I've not been able to discuss much about it. Now, today, the one that caught my attention, and I believe it's of interest, is the story of the Davido and the DNA saga. A child came online and told Davido that he is his father, and he needs to come and claim her so that she can understand her identity, so she can know who her father is. This is a very young girl of, she addressed herself as the Davido's first daughter, so I believe she should be in her teens age, probably she's 13 or so, as at the out 15 thereabouts. So she's requesting that Davido should come for DNA so that she can know her paternity. And in that conversation, Davido replied her on social media saying that I am not your father. I've met with your mother. We've done 5 DNA, which attests and shows that I am not your father. You and your mother should go and look for your father. Go and tell your mother who your father is. I am not your father. So Davido denied and said it's an allegation against him, that he doesn't joke with kids. Then if the child is that he will have claimed it, that in their own family they don't joke with kids. So looking at that, the mother also came out saying no, that I think in the course of the conversation, Davido called the bitch and the prostitute. So the mother came out and declined, saying, no, you can't call me those names. You can't call me unprinted names, because I was a waiter or waitress where you wanted, probably in one hotel, so something like that. And they had a one night stand, or they met, because you can't just meet somebody and now, boom, pregnancy. So they said they met, and that's where she got pregnant. And the video is saying, I've never met you. And that is that she doesn't even know her, that she met her for the first time when they had a DNA. But being an artist, a lot of people walk around him. He is thinking maybe on one of those days that he was high, maybe that was when it happened, or probably he can't even remember when he did it. That it's been a long time ago. 15 years is a long time ago. So looking at that, that was why Davido consented to the DNA, according to what I'm thinking should have happened. And a lot of people are saying that there's more to this story, that Davido has a lot to hide. Davido could be hit and run person, that you can't say you've not met somebody and the person's calling your name for paternity, because this lady is also educated. She knows what it takes to call somebody out for paternity issue when it is not so, especially when DNA is being conducted. According to Davido, she said he chose 3 hospitals or 3 labs, while the lady chose 2, and all the 5 says that he is not the father of the baby. Now, who is lying? Could it be Davido lying to the public? Could it be this lady who had the child? Now they put this child in mental states. Now all her friends will know that she doesn't know who her father is. All her friends could be calling her mom's different names, like, how could your mom not know who she got pregnant for? This could be a stigma on the child. But let's look at the issue critically, like in the whole sense of it. Could it be possible that Davido even did it when he wasn't even aware? Probably one of those flings that he had in the past. Let's assume he did it based on, nobody, why not call someone else's name? Why your name? So let's assume he did it. Now he said he had done 5 DNA, and the lady said no, it's just 1. Whether it is 1 or 10 or 5, for him to have done DNA, it shows that he's ready to take the responsibility. And I said that as part of his own being responsible to agree for a DNA in the first place. And he agreed to DNA, even if it's half DNA. And they said it's you, that he's not the father. I believe this woman should rest. But she's insisting that he's the father. And according to the lady, said they just drew the blood, that the only DNA that they did was even fake. Describing some set of people that were into that story, that they just drew the girl's blood and nothing was done and no result was given to them. But I saw also online where somebody, maybe, I don't know if it was the video that posted it, where there's a DNA record from one lab online. I don't know if for this same girl or for another child of Davido. So I think the words were not so clear, so I couldn't read the name on it. But for Davido to have posted that DNA result, if he was the one who posted it and if so this same girl I know, then he says he's not the father. Can you just let's be at peace? But the lady now is insisting for another DNA. And Davido is saying, if I'm going to do another DNA and it says I'm not the father for publicly embarrassing me, I'm going to sue you. Do you think that's a good way to handle this situation? Or we should just say Davido should redo DNA for we online families so that we can be in this story, because this story is coming out to us. We got to know it probably the first time like it's going this viral. So what's your opinion? What do you think? Do you think Davido is saying is hiding or lying about something, or do you think this lady is just delulu, just doesn't know who she was pregnant with? And looking at the mental state of that child, the child is now the victim in this situation. Who is lying to this child? This child needs to know identity. And a lot of people saying it's because Davido is wealthy, and that is why the child is embarrassing him with this paternity issue. That if it was someone who was not wealthy, would they be this crying on this case? Some people are even of the opinion that Davido is big, he can even adopt the child. And that's not the issue. You can't adopt somebody who just blackmailed you with the same pregnancy. So I don't think that is making sense from Pascal's girlfriend. So it was Helen that brought this idea that at least if you adopt it, that his own is even better. I did DNA. That Pascal did not do. You know who Pascal is now? Chief Priest did not do DNA for his own child. So what's your opinion on this story? Do you think somebody is lying? Do you think the mom is lying about who the father is to the child? Or do you think Davido is being harsh to the girl to tell the girl to her face, like, I'm not your father, tell your mother to look for your father? Should this be an adult conversation and no child should be involved in this kind of conversation? What's your opinion on it? I'll be in the comment section listening. Don't forget to share, likes, and comments on this topic. Thank you.